Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks at the goal line? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the seventh-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his second season as a Lion.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 2, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Gibbs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Back to throw. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against.
The entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Hall throwing on first down.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here's Cook again. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Hall. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm big.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Hall now on 1st and 10. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
John Kaminsky
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brian Asamoah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may.
No matter what happens, they can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Hall, a beautiful spin and room to run.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Hall on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. We're scoreless after 1. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. To throw it is Hall. Throwing on 1st down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Hall. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Hall. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Hall on third down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. Now Goff.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Marcus Davenport in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings
will possession. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Hall on 1st and 10.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But the Vikings sit 4-8 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Hall now looking to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hall
swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. On-line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 6.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
Hall has it knocked loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Here's Hall on first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw it is Hall from the gun on 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw on second down. Hall.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head east to stay in New York, sort of, as we check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Kyle Phillips, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators. Brandon.
Everyone back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Hall. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hall. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looks to throw.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibbs. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. The Vikings now heading onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Cook up the gut. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hall. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hall, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Lions now.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a give right side. Gibbs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's gone. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Throwing again. Hall setting up the screen for Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Hall.
Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Looking to throw.
Hall finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now Hall throwing on 4th down. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
Hall to throw on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Hall now to throw on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. A solid stiff arm. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Gone. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around, probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hall
to the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Here's Hall on 3rd down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hall.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. To throw it is Hall. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Hall. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Joseph on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A 10-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a Viking score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out now come the Lions.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th.
In search of redemption from the pick 6, Goff. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
St. Brown on the catch. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Goff.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Madison getting it again on second.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Hall, off play action. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Minnesota, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation, making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
On 1st down, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now back to the ground game with White.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll look to throw here.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And some room to work. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Rashad White, 44 yards. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was all finished off by a touchdown catch from Rashad White. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, Pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Second down, here's Richardson.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
4 yards remain for second down. Richardson to throw off play action.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
And Richardson back to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Richardson on 3rd and short. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Richardson looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He'll drop this underneath the Moss.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
This a 43-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they're the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here's White.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Caught by Woods.
2 minutes minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now it's Richardson.
Steps away to his left.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Richardson on the bootleg here.
Being chased out left.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Gay's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his target. It's Evans.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On second down, they'll run with White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. White is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Russell Gage, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go play action with Richardson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To the right side, this is Taylor. He'll get this down to the 38.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
On first down, Richardson.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Here's Richardson to throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's fielded at the 45. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Richardson on 2nd and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Only needing 2 yards on second down. He'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. He's got Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
White.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And the Colts coming out now.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Richardson.
Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell from 3 yards out. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
The 71 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season one.